So party. I need to stop complimenting myself. It's not a good look. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today's video is this Zendaya inspired makeup tutorial. Over the weekend, I watched the Oscars and she looked stunning. I think she definitely had the most beautiful look. So I asked you guys to vote and help me pick a look to recreate from the Oscars, and you guys picked Zendaya. I did a little poll on the blog, so that was really fun. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I do a lot of these polls on Insta stories. Okay, this I love, but it's so big, and this is an extra small. Like, look at the arms, and of course I would need alterations. So the question is, do I keep it and get it altered, or is it too much work? And I started to do more on the blog, so make sure you're part of the family. Before we get started on this look, I do want to say thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for all of the heartfelt comments on my last video. I know it was a really personal video, so thank you guys so much for the love. Thank you for also sharing your stories with me. I really appreciate it. I did read every single one of them. Thank you. I love you so much. And without further ado, let's get started with this look. I hope you enjoy it. It's glam time. 10 a.m. Imagine if I woke up every morning and started like putting all this makeup on. I'm gonna start with my primer, and most of the products that I use today is gonna be affordable from the drugstore. There are some that aren't gonna be from the drugstore, but I'm gonna try to keep it as affordable as possible. So with that said, I'm gonna try this one just because it's brand new and I really wanna try this. This is the Clarence SOS primer in Blur's Imperfections, and you guys know I've got imperfections. Okay, so let's give it a go and see how it works. This is my very first time trying this product. This is what it looks like. I'm just gonna put it all over and see what happens. It looks like it does blur the pores a little bit, which is nice. For my foundation, I'm gonna go in with one of my favorites from the drugstore. It's the Maybelline Fit Me, and my shade is 230. It is a little bit dark on me, so this is great for summertime, but in the winter, I either mix something a little bit lighter or really conceal with a lighter concealer so that it kind of balances it out. I'm gonna use my trusty old kabuki brush and I'm gonna get this all over the skin. If you guys wanna know what my 6 must-have brushes are, check out the blog. I will link it down below because I just did a post about like your must-have brushes. If you had to just buy only 6 brushes, you could do a full face of glam, so check that out. For my concealer, I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. With the damp beauty blender, I'm gonna go ahead and blend it in place. But first, let's take a selfie. Zendaya's skin looked really dewy and healthy, so I'm just gonna go ahead and set my under eye area so that everything else remains super dewy, just like her skin. So good. I've been hooked on matcha, you guys. It's so freaking good, and I've been making it myself. So good. To contour my face, I'm going to use this NYX Wonder Stick, and it's double-ended, but I'm only going to use the dark side and get this on the hollows of my cheeks, a little bit on the jawline, sides of the nose. How do I look? And then I'm just going to go ahead and blend it, and this is the same kabuki brush that I used. And so it has a little bit of foundation, which is nice because it's going to blend everything really nicely. It's a good trick, by the way. So to highlight my face, I'm going to go in with Zuma, my baby. This is so freaking amazing on my skin tone, and I just love it so much. So I'm going to use a damp beauty blender. No, I'm not going to use a damp beauty blender. I'm going to use a brush. What am I talking about? I'm going to use a damp brush. This one is the F03 by Sigma. And because her skin was super dewy, I definitely wanted to make sure that my highlight looked really glossy and dewy as well. So I'm just gonna pop this. Oof, look at that. Okay, I'm just gonna pop this on the high points of my cheeks and blend it really well. Just gonna also run this a little bit, like whatever's left over. I'm not picking up any extra product. I'm just kind of running this on my forehead. I don't like too much on the forehead because it could look like you're sweating, you know? So just make sure that you put a little bit and then even go back to your kabuki brush and really blend it in. So now that I have the base, I'm gonna go ahead and use a little bit more on top, and this time without a wet brush. So I'm just kind of, and of course a little bit on the center of the face, so just kind of the tip, the center, and right in between the eyebrows. And then of course the Cupid's bow. Ooh, it's so pretty. Let's just glow like a goddess. What is happening with my hair? Instead of blush, I'm gonna go ahead and use a bronzer. This one is by Laura Mercier, and I'm just gonna go ahead and use this with a big fluffy brush and kind of get this all over. All right, now the most important part, which I think are her brows. Her brows are just major goals, just like her skin. It's so freaking amazing. I don't have really thick brows like her, so I'm gonna try to mimic it and make it a little bit thicker than I normally would. So let's all pray for me and let's get started. I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in soft brown, and I'm just gonna go ahead and start from the inner corners. I'm gonna try to mimic brush strokes, so don't do like one straight line, just do little brush strokes. All right, the brows are in place. Okay, so for my eyes, I'm gonna use the Sona Identity Palette. I have been getting requests to do more looks with this palette, so that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm gonna start with mixing Audacious with Charming and getting this on my crease. So her eyeshadow goes out pretty far. As you can see, it goes out all the way to her brows. So we're gonna try to mimic that and really extend the shadow. And now with a clean fluffy brush, I'm just kind of blending all of the harsh edges. Next, I'm gonna pick up Fearless, again with a fluffy brush, and I'm gonna apply this on the outer corners, and again, blend it in so that it's nice and seamless. And this color is so pigmented, you have to be very careful and use just like a little bit. I mean, this color will last you probably a lifetime just because you only need a little bit at a time. So I'm just kind of packing it on and then going back to my fluffy brush and making sure that I kind of blend it in. Next, I'm gonna pick up Goddess, which is a beautiful bronzy shade. It's actually my favorite shade from the palette. And I'm just gonna pop this on the lid. She's got an overall sort of golden, bronzy, smoky eye. So we're just gonna make sure that it still stays dark, but add a little bit of shimmer. Next, I'm gonna pick up Gold Digger, but I'm just gonna use, oof, that's exactly how intense her inner corner highlight is. I'm just gonna use a small brush and get this on the inner corners. Her inner corner highlight is blinding, which I love because everything else is really dark, and then she's got a really nice pop on the inner corners. And then she also has a little bit of that right here. When she like closes her eye, you can see a really nice glow there. So her bottom lash line isn't so thick. I mean, it's still a smoky eye, so she's got a nice little smoky effect on the bottom lash line, but it's not super thick. Like, I normally love a really chunky, smoky bottom lash line, but I'm gonna keep it tight. So I'm gonna use a small pencil brush like this one, and I'm gonna pick up Fearless and just blend this in. Also gonna pick up a little bit of Goddess, and I'm gonna apply that sort of in the middle to give it that shine, but still keep it dark. She has eyeliner on the inner rim, which I love because I love wearing an eyeliner. It just kind of like completes the look for me. I'm gonna go in with like a bronzy brown. This is by Koki Cosmetics. And you can use any brown, honestly, just something to kind of give it that pop. She also has a really subtle brow bone highlight, so I'm just gonna pick up Gold Digger. Just gonna pop it right there. Just right there. So I'm gonna curl my lashes, pop on some mascara, several layers, and then of course go in with a few individual lashes. Someone was asking me over the weekend if I think putting individual lashes are easier than like full strip lashes. And I definitely think individual lashes are much easier to work with, and they're 100 times more comfortable to wear if you are trying to wear it, you know, for a long period of time. So all you want to do is just kind of like tilt your head back, pop them with tweezers, adjust with your finger, and that's it. Last but not least, on the lips, I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips first with the Jouer lip liner in Nude. And then for the lipstick, I was trying to find like a drugstore one, but I couldn't find exactly the color she was wearing. So I'm gonna go in with the Too Faced Doll Face lipstick. It looks like that, super light. And I'm just gonna apply a little bit. And then I'm gonna top it off with this Revlon lip gloss in 255. And that's it. This is the finished look. Wait, I gotta put some earrings on because she's got these beautiful chandelier earrings, which I don't have anything like it. So I'm gonna go in with this, which I know is not similar to what she has on, but it's all I got to work with. So that is it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really liked how it turned out. I really love like a bronzy golden smoky eye. I think it's perfect for a night out. It's great for a special occasion. It's very glam but still very wearable. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you know the drill. Give it a thumbs up. Do share it on your end as well. You can share it on Pinterest, Facebook, or Twitter. That'll all be right below the video. And yeah, other than that, I love you guys so much and I'll see you in the next one. Mwah. Bye guys.